Good afternoon, Plando fans. Today we have a Group H matchup between DJ Darkwing and EvilSparky. My name is Radical Sniper 99, and I'm joined by Mocha Jones, and we'll be covering the comms today for this race.
Hey, what's going on? So this is going to be fun. We have a GORNK today. That is a 7/7 Ganon open, randomized swords, no key sandy, and all inventory. So it's going to be super vanilla this race today. So my question is, what's the trolliest item you think was placed? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the normal choices are those ones that are just super specialized. Anything that you don't think like, oh, this is going to block me off a ton, but it'll put you well outside of where you want to go, or something outside of normal comfort zones for people.
Yeah, I've seen, you see a bunch of shovel spots, a bunch of pad spots. I want to see something really troubling today.
I think also a good place to kind of work with is if you know anything about your runner, to kind of put them outside of their comfort zones. Anything that can kind of say, hey, I don't like dark rooms, or I prefer to avoid a Ice Palace bomb jump type stuff. It's not big, but it can do little stuff. Oh, and we're off.
We're off, and we have something from Darkwing. I don't know.
I thought that was a boomerang. No, boots. Oh, wow. That could be a plant. I mean, if you're a big fan of Uncle Start, then you could have easily told yourself to put that there.
Yeah, and we do have menu simulator, we do have a PowerPoint presentation from Darkwing side, and bomb tree pool. That's nice.
Yeah, good tier 1 there. Can always help a lot. I don't think it'll change things for doing bomb escape yet, unless they go for a couple of them.
Yeah, we again, let's see, bombs. Okay, Darkwing's good on bombs, I think.
But they're still gonna save and quit out. So I guess they'll have to go back to escape at a later point for that one.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I mean, it's bomb escape. You might as well just come back.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, if you haven't practiced it much, it can definitely trip people up. So nothing in that thief drop down in the Lost Woods.
I'm starting to doubt that Darkwing got boots.
I saw them dash. I thought I saw them dash. But that could have just been PowerPoint?
Yeah, probably PowerPoint.
Unfortunately, the bush crab's not really dropping anything too important.
No, the crab just loves you. He loves giving crabs. Or love giving crab.
On the good news, we don't have to worry about Lumberjack today.
Now, that's one of those locations where if you wanted to be evil, you put something there. So Sparky is getting a sword and a glove in Blindside.
That's a decent start. Glove doesn't really open up too much immediately. Besides, you'll have to wait for the Dark World access there, but it's good to have that sword.
Yeah, who knows? Sparky may have put something up the mountain. Might just dash up there, go to Uncle early, and just, oh no, could be stupid.
I think until you get like lamp or flute, like I don't commonly myself usually go up the traditional way without a lamp for Death Mountain, but unless you've got a little bit quicker access, it doesn't always feel like a great check. We got the Ether Medallion now in the well.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. It's 1/3 of whatever medallions we might need. Because you know the access to Turtle Rock is either Bombos or Quake.
Going for that chicken clip. But nothing back there.
So far, CAC has been pretty boring. That's sad to see.
I don't know if I'd
Or
call it
is
boring.
it?
I'd say a sword is... I don't want to call it massively hype, but, you know, that gives a lot of options for just doing some of your normal early game.
As we have more PowerPoint. I need a mod in chat.
I think Dark Shadow's got it. Probably.
I mean, we want a lot of followers, but not that way.
Now we got EvilSparky going actually and doing race game. This is definitely one of those 50-50 shots. You know, whether or not you want to just skip this and just check below or immediately go for it. But Evil's going for it. Hey, good call.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a plant. That feels a little too simple, but you know.
I mean, that does sound fishy, you know.
Hot.
I'm here all week.
Yeah, I mean it's only about what 10, 15 extra seconds to go below. So
yeah, especially if you don't have boots, it's kind of a time investment there. And Sparky is heading straight to Hylia Lake.
So nothing on the island. But going to Hobo, I would have thought you go for the mini Moldorm cave first, just because we're so short on money. But maybe they know something.
Maybe Darkwing almost saving quitting out instead of getting those flippers. I think he probably just saw that they were blue. It's like, oh, that's got. Oh my word, that's excitement.
Okay. That definitely is... I don't know, that's an easy-ish pick that's more supporting themselves. Just because, like, that's very... With how early those flippers are, that's a very quick find for the mitts.
I told you, it sounded fishy. And have we gotten a map check yet? I don't think we have.
No, I don't think we did. If it happened, we would have missed it possibly just because of how quick it could have happened.
Yeah, and it looks like Darkwing is going to back of escape.
That's always a good check when you get that glove. Quick 3 items. And it's not something that really that like doing it will hurt you ever.
Ooh, and
Skipping
deep
the
in
bottle. That's surprising. I mean, there's 4 out there, but that's your first one, and always a good idea to get one when you can.
Yeah. Ooh, I think Darkwing might be making the mountain play. I just have a feeling. Or he's going to Houlihan.
Yeah, this looks like a Houlihan at this point. We've got the dam on a Sparky side. Just some bombs so far. So yeah, this is the less common Houlihan setup, just because of the fact that when you have flippers, you can't do the one over by the ferry drop. So you have to instead do a bomb drop into the escape area.
Yeah, it's a very good place unless you accidentally push that tombstone a little bit too far and fall down. I don't know that from experience at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen to anybody, right? So Darkwing's now going actually to the front of Escape, while Sparky is going to hit up Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, I am not surprised really, but the thing to do that flipper check that early is oh wait, Darkwing's never mind. I thought Darkwing was gonna go say, hey Aga, I wanna see you, but he can't get there.
Yeah, I think we're a little far, even if they had the way to get inside. I don't know about anybody else, but Dark Aga is not fun. With or without Fire Rod, it's not fun. We got that Blue
Yeah,
Mail and Mini Moldworm. That's a good find. And they got a nice heart refill there. They were definitely close for on running out of health there.
yeah, and that trek up to Ice Rock Cave, those crabs kill.
Oh yeah, 2 hearts of damage on green mail is always super dangerous. So still haven't really found much to push us in any particular direction. We've got the small key for escape, but other than that, nothing really. Just heading towards Zelda Cell, and then Ice Rod. We've got wow, Master Sword. I mean, Aga at this point is very limited. But we are kind of running out of locations. Well, we've still got also the lamp. Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Well, it's a good sign for Darkwing because he knows he doesn't have to do Dark Cross because that's map. But yeah, that's definitely saying, hey, Aga, I'm going to come see you soon because I can see.
Now the only issue is that without that Moon Pearl, we're going to be super limited for any kind of, if Moon Pearl's on Pyramid at this point, and who would dare place it there? We're kind of limited on what you could even do in Dark World. The only areas really available would be Catfish and very, very risky Pod, because you could be very quickly locked out of it.
Yeah, and these runners do still have checks. They can go to Eastern area and they can also visit Agina. So there are still a few checks that's still in logic. And now we have Death Mountain access.
True, that does open up a little bit more. So we've got a Darkwing going towards Mini Moldorm. I'm guessing they'll probably hit the Zora area checks as well after this, but I think they're still going to fall short on the money unless they do a little bit of grinding up by Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, it's slow, but there are the $20 that's inside that cave, under the rock.
Is that the 20 or is that the 50? Or is 50 desert? Okay.
Yeah, I've definitely seen one of these runners grinded. I'll just let you take a guess at which one.
I mean, I've done similar at times, but I've also done that in like cross keys kind of thing, which is terrible to have to grind out. So they're just kind of tracking over each other's areas right now. So they'll each get the other piece of the Aga puzzle. Although it looks like, unfortunately for Sparky, they're probably going to go do Dark Cross next. Because I don't believe they did Back of Escape.
I don't think so. So definitely setting up for that death ward to go Back of Escape.
But then the question becomes, after they do that, are they going to just go straight for an Aga play. Oh wait, they're not even doing back of escape. Yeah, DJ got lamp from Zelda Cell. But I'm getting the feeling Sparky has a sense that this is an Aga seed, or this is a very ballsy move.
Yeah, this is either ballsy or I have something I can get. I'm not sure which one. Nobody's been to Eastern area. No one's been to desert, and these ball and chain guards are evil.
Yeah, my only surprise is like Saha is 5 items. So, well, Saha's 3, and then you got at least 2 you can get from Eastern right now. So, like, there's 5 items minimum you can get there, and when you're just a Moon Pearl away, like, it seems extra risky to have made this play, unless you know something.
Yeah, it's definitely beating what Darkwing's doing right now, which is in and out getting $20, which this is his last round of getting 20. So he's going to go to Zora area right now. And we'll get a check that Sparky was not able to.
And I would hope that DJ would also get the bottle while they're there. Maybe do a sick kid check, maybe not. I mean, that's a very isolated check at this point. We've got a few isolated ones between sick kid, Death Mountain, as well as Agina, and then of course that really dense area in Eastern.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised that as you said, Sparky is heading up Aga instead of going and getting those dense Eastern checks. Because I would have done that. I wonder if Darkwing will after he gets his Titan Smiths and goes up to Zora. And we have our first map check. Eastern is a 5/6, and Hera and Desert are both crystals as well.
That's always good to see. Especially, one of your 5 or a 5/6 in a fairly easy dungeon.
The question is, can we get the trifecta of T-Rock, Meyer, and Ice being pendants? Probably not, but there's a hope. I would actually hope that their crystals are required.
We would need some very interesting plants in there, I think, to make that even reasonable.
And Sparky is at 2.5 hearts, blue Mel, going to face Aghanim. So my question is, how many blue balls are we getting?
I always go with about a 3 or a 4. I try to be reasonable. I try to go with averages. I don't think I've ever seen these double-digit numbers that everybody worries about.
Yeah, usually I go with like 3 or 4 as well. It seems like a safe bet.
Now, the one thing for Evil, when they go into Dark World, unfortunately, they will not get the health refill. When you're in bunny form, you actually don't get the benefit of a health and magic refill for beating Aga 1. Oh, and that's great scam there.
That's a 10% return for DJ, and he is going to get that bottle. And yes, Darkwing did get that Titan Smiths.
So it looks like DJ's either going to go straight to Aga, or we've got that Eastern play coming up, and looks like we're going to get the Aga play. Nope, wait.
He's thinking he's going to Eastern area. We have more divergence.
So yeah, there you go. We got bunny form now for Sparky, and as I said, that no health refill, but Pyramid, they're not even checking. They know it. They have to know it. Yep. That's got to be a plant.
That has to be. Oh my word, that's nice. That's clever. Because CJ's going to spend his time. Oh, here we go. Map check. Oh
And
my
ice,
word!
red crystal
I
at
called
swamp,
it.
and a mire. Mire. Oh yeah. Wait. Ooh. All
I called
pendants.
it. People, we have the trifecta.
So if you want to see some interesting possible plants coming later, yeah, this could be, right side of GT could be, Kane could be on no, not Kane on pedestal. Sorry, that's bad speak, but there are some items that could be on the pedestal. Very limited though. Hookshot. Um, I I don't got much else.
I don't know. Like, I called it, but my brain didn't go any further than that.
I mean, if you look at your traditional required items, I guess a bow could be there, hook shot, but stuff like your hammer is a no. Mirror is a possibility.
Yes, mirror is definitely a possibility.
Kane and GT would be an interesting choice at this point, as well. But I feel like that one really relies on the combo of making 2 picks for GT, then of also selecting your big key location.
This is going to be fun. And we have also access to Dark World through the portal in CAC. So I think that's where Sparky's heading right now.
It's a good choice. I mean, I would definitely, although this looks like maybe a Houlihan.
No, he never checked the back of his cape.
Oh, right. But yeah, Dark World starting in Village is a good way to kind of knock out a lot of checks. You start at Village, maybe do a quick Skull Woods check. And Sparky looks like they forgot that they already had everything else. And we'll be going to Dark Cross.
Yeah.
And that's an easy kind of mistake to make. If you're not menuing, it can be really easy to kind of forget what you did or didn't find. I can say that in the last, there was the open, standard start randomized weapons tournament. And one of the things a lot of comms would point out was, a lot of people just kind of forgot, oh yeah, I've got all the items, and sank was the map. So easy to forget at times.
Oh yeah, you kind of just get in the habit of just auto-piloting through, especially in standard opening. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna just go walk around, get the chest and sank. Oh wait, it's a map. I don't need it.
So Sparky's heading into. Are they doing? Oh, they're going to do the mountain check. Okay. Worst case, this at least gives you a great save and quit point going forward.
Yeah, that's an option or something. A good plan would be hookshot on Old Man and go in there early. I just thought of that like right now.
I think at this point we've got Sparky's we've got a thought of what their plans were. So this feels more of just I'm going to check the mountain real quick.
Yeah, at worst, it's 3 checks up the mountain. So there's, 3 checks, 2 that you can actually get. Old Man, and then on top of Spectacle Rock and Inside.
Yeah, it's definitely a risk, not a huge risk. Like this isn't going to cost you a ton of time. Top Spectacle Rock really not helping us. And inside not much either. But if you can limit your Death Mountain climbs, it's one of those things a lot of people will tell you when you're especially starting out is the less you have to climb the mountain, the better.
And Darkwing getting the news of his Moon Pearl. But yeah, the mountain climb is evil, just because there's east side, west side. You have to have hookshot or mirror and hammer to get from one side to the other. It's just a lot of work up there.
I was about to say, Darkwing did a very quick save and quit, and is actually going to do another one now. I think they wanted to go to Village of Outcasts, probably.
Yeah, I can see that. Without that hammer, you can't really get to Dark Road anywhere else. I guess if you wanted to, you can go from Village of Outcast and then flip her over to East Side Hyrule and get the checks over there. And go ahead and get into Pod.
Yeah, that's always an option. I think it's a good... Oh, and we've got a Sick Kid check coming as well. So we'll get to see what that bottle might have been. Nothing really today on Sick Kid.
He just presents you with a sticky situation.
Yeah, that's the other thing. JTN pointing out that we could technically just go through the gate. So I'm surprised they didn't check Catfish. Like, at least that would have been a...
Sparky did check Catfish. It was, I want to say, nothing.
Yeah, it really wasn't a big deal. But we've got that map check now on Darkwing's side as well. So what are your feelings about doing a Skull Woods without Fire Rod?
I'm not sure, but we did just get Bombus in Eastern.
That could be bad, but gives you... Actually, we've got a bit of access for now for Ice Palace. Yeah, Skull Woods is one of those dungeons that's always very... Skull Woods is very viable as just an option for stuff, to put it kindly. Those 5 chests in the front half of Skull Woods very frequently have something. And we did get that book on C-shaped house.
Ganon can now read, and he's also got the best. Darkwing just got the best boomerang of the game,
in some people's opinions.
Do I need to convert you to the blue boomerang club?
I like having a boomerang that goes a lot further than just a few tiles.
Red boomerang has one use, and that's what I used to hit the crystal switch in. Pod. That's the only thing I use it for.
Oh, that's Mirror. Mirror is very nice. And combined with the book, that also means we've got access to the Ether and Bombos tablets. Evil's just about to finish up their checks on Eastern. Going for that damage boost.
The Arrow of Destiny for Darkwing.
And just a map in the vanilla big key chest of Eastern. Oh, we've got Tempered Sword on DJ's side.
DJ is very offensive right now with that sword.
How many items have we seen so far in Thieves? Two or three?
Because we had a piece of heart, we had the arrow of destiny, and we had the temper sword.
Yeah. So only one left. So even without the hammer, we're in pretty decent shape to hopefully get out of here without needing to check the big chest.
Yeah, so we have Sparky heading to Agina, another check we haven't seen yet.
That one can be really tough to kind of go after. There's a lot of schools of thought of how you approach Agina just because it's isolated without anything else, you know, without book, without flute. You're spending a lot of time going this direction.
And nothing there, just some bombs.
We still haven't found the small key in Thieves Town.
I'm very much hoping that the maiden chest is not the small key. Because if it is a small key, then Darkwing probably would have to have hammer if the last item is in there.
But it looks like we're going to be heading for our first actual boss fight, and Sparky's going to go and make the pod play.
No, I'm actually not against this. I like this play by Sparky. It's more dense. Now, given there's no bow, he didn't get that bottle. That's important. He did not get that bottle. Fill it with any kind of goo. So
okay, we got the map out of Blind Cell, or the Maiden Cell. So that's good.
That is very nice. But yeah, Sparky cannot bottle glitch unless there's a potion in here.
Yeah, Mimic Clip is an option, quote unquote, but I'm not sure if that's going to be. I don't know enough about EvilSparky1's tricks to know if they've got that one in their pocket. So we've got Blind on the left side. For anybody who's not aware, this is a scripted fight. Every time you do it, you can do it the same way. And I think Darkwing's a little off script, but in decent shape either way.
I mean, he's got blue mail, so he's not taking that much damage, but does get Blind down to get another piece of heart.
And our first crystal at 31.5 minutes.
It's not bad, and I assure you, Darkwing's happy not to see that not to see that the last item is hammer locked. So we know it is in big chest. It is the key. The key of the what? Who knows?
So we're getting some small keys in pod right now, so it was not bow locked. By the way, the one thing to keep in mind when you're doing blind is even though you do have blue mail doesn't help much just because of the fact that the fireballs are still 1 heart of damage either way. The big change there is the blue mail will remove the 2 heart of damage from actually touching blind. So
yeah,
the fireballs are trap damage, so you're kind of stuck with that. We're getting some pod basement, nothing really there. Lots of digs, and only for $20.
That was ooh, excuse me, that was gross.
But I think we're going to be locked out of pod now.
We can go to the
No, Sparky's out of keys.
Yeah, well, he can get the first check, or he can get 3 checks back here. No, he can't.
No, there's a small key to the Hammer Yump bridge.
Can he hammer Yump?
No, they can't even get back there, was my point. There's a key door right here. They are stuck.
That's true.
So yeah, this dungeon is it's very common to have at least another key there, but unfortunately the 2 keys they used to get the vanilla big key.
All right, let's see what the Smiths have for us today. $50. So you're paying them to give you more money. That's very generous of them.
Nice return on investment. I think DJ's probably going to do a purple chest loop and end up at Hype Cave. So probably we're looking at K45, Stumpy, purple chest. Hopefully they'll remember to check out Bombo's tablet and then Hype Cave.
Actually, it might be better for them to go to Hype Cave than go turn in purple chest, so that way they can go to desert.
Yeah, that would work as well.
We see Sparky taking a unconventional route to get back into Kakariko.
Yeah, I think they weren't sure where they wanted to go at that moment.
So yeah, will we see the cack or the thief sound play for Sparky? Starkwing is indeed looking like he's getting ready to go to Hype Cave and then over to turn in purple chest.
I think they're gonna do purple chest first. It looks like they're set up for the oh, they're still gonna do Hype Cave, but they're gonna actually yeah, it looks like they're gonna do Hype first.
This still works if I'm not mistaken. As long as you don't mirror out, then I believe it keeps the chest in play.
Shovel, and red mail, but really not much in that one.
Yeah, I mean, you have defense and you have another location, which, again, this is Plando. People put stuff in dig spot.
So in terms of what we can actually do right now, we can get into desert. That's a possible clear. We're kind of depending on the boots there. But other than that, we really can't clear. Well, we could clear Hera as well. But yeah. Hera, we're really just getting Hera at this point. And Ether Tablet. We have no way to get over to East Death Mountain.
And Darkwing getting just $20 from the chest, and from the skies fall a fairy in a bottle.
Luckily, that shouldn't be too troubling. One of the things you find a lot of people forget is, death warping, but since we've got mirror, that should not be a problem.
So we're going to get another dungeon here soon with Darkwing getting ready to go into desert. Again, something that we have to look for is if there's a key on the torch. If there is, and big key is not accessible, then we're coming back.
A third bottle over on the desert ledge. We did not get to see that earlier, and that one's filled with blue goo.
Blue goo, best goo. If you haven't noticed, blue, other than armor, is the best in this game. Blue goo is best goo. Blue boomerang's best boomerang. You get in the trend here.
I don't think I'm going to be converted to the House of the Boomerang, but I appreciate your effort.
GFE, nobody has checked PED.
Yeah, we only got, we got them both in, we got Mirror in Thieves and the book in C-shaped. So, but no, it was not checked at that moment. Maybe and nobody looked into Skull Woods yet, so we haven't really had a chance to.
Yeah, and we are not boots locked. That was a shield on the chest, and so we're just looking for the second item and the big key. Or shield on the torch, yeah, shield on the torch.
So we're gonna get a quick check on that, the big chest, and then straight to Landmo. It looks like. I would anticipate that DJ is gonna also get that bottle before going back to Landmo.
Yeah, it'd be a good get. It's not out of the way. It's just a walk south, pick up bottle, and go.
And our final item for desert will be on Landmo.
So we might have simultaneous clears. I doubt it. We're not gonna have simultaneous clears. We're gonna have Darkwing go south. Get that. Nope. I'm a liar. He's not getting the bottle.
Hopefully they go for it afterwards. I think that's always good security to have for free. You know, you don't know if you're going to find half magic, if you're going to find silvers, anything like that. So, you know, you always want that extra little security blanket.
Ooh, does Sparky know the script?
It doesn't appear so, unless I miss them get off the script, but it appears they've been doing more slashes the whole time. But they're through the fight.
Hey, whatever gets blind down, I'm good with it.
Yeah, and you especially don't want to have to go back into that room after dying to blind once. Once you lose that top advantage to begin with, that fight can quickly go off the rails for multiple deaths.
Oh yeah, it can. What's worse is blind and enemizer. Just throwing that out there.
Blind pod, yes. So we've got Landmo on DJ side. Just so everybody knows, with that tempered sword, it's only 2 spins or 4 slashes, and $20 on Landmo for our second crystal. And Helmicopter is best Helma.
Oh my word! I saw my first Helmicopter in a playthrough the other day. That is a thing of beauty.
Now that room, I'd say, also has the worst of the enemized bosses, in my opinion. Skullwood's Argus. We're getting a graveyard check from Sparky.
Yes, we are.
So I think the big limiting factor here right now is that hammer. There's a lot of mobility that we just don't have.
I'm just throwing this out there. Darkwing's booking it to the dick spot. Could he have put something there? Oh my word! There's
a vanilla flute. Yeah, that's got plant potential.
Dude, I'm a flute. Did Sparky see what's on Bumper Ledge?
I don't think anybody checked out Bumper Ledge or Skull Woods yet. So yes, we've got a flute activation, and we'll see where DJ goes. I do agree with Chloe on this one. I feel like you got to check out Meyer. You know, check out the shed, check out Checkerboard. maybe grab that bottle if you remember you didn't grab it earlier. And check out the Meyer medallion. I mean, on the plus side, well, we can't even get into Meyer either way. Okay, never mind. I am proven a liar.
Okay, if you want DJ to do something, just say something completely opposite of what he's going to do. Hey, you see that use of the blue boomerang there to get the sun prize?
Yeah. Well, they didn't have red.
But the sun prize is bombs. That's good to know.
But they're still grinding. It looks like they're trying to get dig game money.
Yeah, see, it's $80 for dig game if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
in which you can easily make your money back just by digging. But Sparky has not paid for a lot of stuff other than Pod, if I'm not mistaken.
And yeah, and yes, GFE is right. If you ever one of the skills, especially as the, for newer players, learn how to do archery game, especially if you're doing inverted. Knowing how to get those 5 shots in archery game is quick money. And yes, once you learn the placement of where to fire arrows or when to fire arrows for archery game, that's a quick, easy way to get money, especially in inverted mode.
Yeah, that's something I'm definitely going to have to learn. Tried it the other day. Yeah, not fun.
So, but Sparky's now going to do that purple chest, and we've got Ether Tablet on DJ's side. Just $20.
All right, and we'll probably see a Hera play. I don't think I'm going to be meta liar here. We're going to see Hera play.
I think Sparky grabbed that purple chest and is heading toward the dig game. I think they're about to get rejected.
They are definitely getting rejected because he has a follower right now, even though it's not there.
Yeah, that's a tough mistake. It doesn't happen frequently, but the reason why you see a lot of people go do dig game and then go get Jeremiah and then do purple chest is exactly this. If anything is behind you, you cannot go into dig game.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Could you not just mirror and mirror back?
Yes, mirroring will cause you to lose that follower. So that is an option, but I think they're kind of committed to the purple chest at this point, or feeling like they have to go do it.
Ooh, and Darkwing getting hit off a coffee break. We're having to hit stuff now.
I personally prefer hitting all the tiles. Just the little, work on the timing of the sword swings. Get a little bit of practice in.
Do you pretend you're a baseball announcer when you're hitting the tiles?
No, I like to throw my red meringue at it though.
So you want to take longer to get into the back. That's what you're telling me, right?
No, I hit those tiles as soon as they're able to be boomeranged. Shovel was Hype Cave. So the one thing is that for this Hera, we did not have hook shot. So no Hera pot today.
Yeah, hook shot, not having access to that right now is maybe an issue just because we cannot get to Eastside Death Mountain. And I didn't see what the item was.
Just 10 arrows right there. So Hera's not really giving us much. Yeah, that's the one thing we're kind of looking at is I think the only item that could be on that pedestal is the hook shot. We also think a bow is possible, but unless, the second bow's in GT, that's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, those are the two items that kind of are possible at this point. But we're about to get our favorite trolley boss, everybody's favorite Moldorm. But hey, that is a very friendly Moldorm today. Just 2 quick spins, and we're done.
He just shows you a piece of love as well. Oh well, we can't all be friends to give big items or something. But hey, he loves you just a little bit.
Yeah, that was a pretty dry Hera, unfortunately. So if there's stuff on Death Mountain, it's all to the east. And without Hookshot or Hammer right now, we are locked out of the mountain.
It's Darkwing going, oh, he hit 6. We might be seeing a Marshit play and seeing also what's on or what it takes to get in the mire.
And GFE, that is evil. Good thing people are not given 3 items to place.
That looked like combos.
Yeah, I missed the medallion there. We're still locked out of mire, even if we had the medallion. But we've got a bow now. So that eastern pod area might be calling. And still skipping the bottle. That poor blue goo.
But we are getting a check here for Checkerboard Cave. See what's here. We have the Can of Burna. So if I were Darkwing, where would I go right now? I'm feeling go to
4, go through the gate, go to pod, clear eastern, and then check out pod.
Oh, that is also true.
I feel like, they skipped a lot of, or they skipped eastern. I think they did the Saha check, but I don't believe they did anything with eastern.
I feel like that's correct.
But it looks like they're actually just going to go clear eastern first. Unfortunately, I think they're forgetting to set up that mirror spot and go do pod as well. But it could be just, no hammer, feeling like I don't want to dip pod. But we're definitely at the point where, like, we're going to find either like that hammer or hook shot has to be coming up soon.
Yeah. A nice plan would be, if it's this case, hammer on Armos Knights.
But like the choices we have right now are, if it's on Armos, then we're kind of bailed out in a sense there. But I think the only other options we have are pod, ice, and swamp. And all 3 of those are incompletable right now without the hammer.
That is very true. But other than Eastern you can beat. Pod, you can check majority. Oh, there's the bottle get by
Yay!
Spark. We got blue goo.
Yeah, hammer and ice is another one of those tough ones.
I mean, it's not as bad now with Icebreaker.
Actually, that's a very that would actually kind of be worse in some sense, because the Icebreaker chest itself is hammer locked by logic. So you really, like, going there is, if you go into ice without hammer but with the cane, do you actually want to even do the Icebreaker?
That's a good point. I mean, the only thing you couldn't get hammer wise would be the boss.
And you also can't get the H-shaped room.
Yeah,
Chest?
that's saying if there's nothing in that chest, because there's only 3 items in ice, and there's a lot of checks in ice.
So Sparky is doing Landmo right now. They're going with those tempered sword spins. And yes, Dark Shadow, there is a 4th item today in ice, given that green pendant.
That is true. We do have green pendant ice. Ugh. Putting green pendant on those low item dungeons is evil.
Yeah, we are down to very very little for Ped, but green pendant could be something. Depending on key logic in ice, that could also be the cane or the hook shot.
Now I'm wondering, is Sparky heading to go into Skull Woods?
I think it's a good play. Regardless of it being or a ped check, that's another good option.
Yeah, but if it's a pet check, I would have probably gone a different way. He hasn't done Sick Kid.
Yeah,
but he also has Flute, unless he hasn't activated it yet, which that's probably the case.
and yeah, there's the other piece of that. So hopefully they remember to check out Sick Kid. It's not an important one, just because I think what was 10 arrows.
I want to say it was money. It's been a while.
So we've got that Armos quick kill setup going on right now. Looks like they've got it. And hey, we got the best meringue.
Yeah, we've had it for a while.
So there is our 3rd, or actually that is the 4th crystal for DJ Darkwing. Because they cleared Hera as well earlier.
Yes, Hera is down. Frustration slashes from Darkwing.
Yeah, they're really running low on checks, so definitely not a good feeling right now.
Are we getting the swamp play?
If they are,
oh
we can't go that way.
He might be chasing the ice? Nope, he's going to Skull Woods, maybe?
I think this is to get into Dark World to go south. I think they are planning on the swamp play at this point, but they've got to go from Village. That's the only way to get all the way down to Swamp. The hammer really opens up a lot of options.
And Darkwing is going north into Skull Woods. We'll see if he'll go ahead and clear out all of it. I'm also curious to see if he'll head over to see what's on Graveyard, or to go see what's on Bumper Ledge as well.
Well, I think they didn't check Graveyard, so hopefully they'll do Graveyard and Bumper together.
Darkwing's heading straight to the back. He's probably going to find... Well, he can't get into the back because no fire rod for one. Oh, and he gets grabbed!
It's pretty common to at least do this check, the vanilla big key chest, just in case. You know, if you find something important or the big key, you can kind of then do the front a little bit better. Unfortunately, without the cane, it's a little bit longer, having to pull that statue, but at least they got mirror for quick exit.
Yeah, nobody wants to wait on that wall master to come get you. But I am curious if he'll... Yep, I think he's going to go check what's on Ped. People, we have a pet check coming. I think we have a pet check coming. Get your hypes in check for Ped. Oh wait, he's snoping out.
I think they were. I guess they thought they were gonna go do Moth. I don't know what the thought there was.
I think Darkwing thought he had Fire Rod, maybe. Just tear down my hype, why don't you?
It's because you said that they were going to go check the ped. Remember? It's always the opposite. Hey, there's that big key for Skull.
Now, will we see an instant bomb jump? Yes.
At this point, it's a good check. I mean, well, in theory, it's a good check. But really, Skull's not helping us either. This might come up blank as well.
Two items. You only had one job. Skullwoods. 2 items. Which it could be these next 2. Which you only had one job.
So we are coming up on the hour mark here. I guess the question is, if you're in these runners' shoes, where do you go? Are you gonna? You've got really 3 options. You can. Hey, never mind.
What are those? What are those?
I was about to say. I mean, you kind of have to go and do one of those dungeons, but boots checks. Why not? Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb. Brought that in with Bumper and Graveyard. And just a reminder that JTN has posted who our runners are. Make sure to give both DJ and EvilSparky a follow for helping put on a great show today. And as well, want to thank Co-Coms with Mocha and our tracker Link to the Past Ken and our restreamer Cannonball Karibo, and today's seed roller was Bacon.
Also, shout out to Radical Sniper. He doing an amazing job.
I love calming my own stuff. This is fun calming for other people. No stress.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
So we're still looking for something, and unfortunately, I didn't see anything in Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, I believe it was junk, I believe. But something that Darkwing could route in is going on down to the swamp area as he gets that heart.
Yeah, I think King's Tomb is next. And then I missed it. Did they check Bumper?
It was some sticks.
Oh, good. Nothing there today. Where is Sparky going?
That really? I'm not quite sure.
Sparky?
Money.
Oh.
I guess money.
Yeah, that Zora check. Yeah, they unfortunately did not have the money earlier. I don't know if for Darkwing though, I think when you're this close to East Dark World, I feel like your play is to go to Pod. Going over to Swamp is a long way to run, even with the boots. Whereas you're already this close to Quakefish and Pod. This is the play.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. I mean, there's no sense not doing it because you're here. As we have Sparky doing the in and out thing, as Darkwing did earlier, as we know it's going to be trash.
Luckily, Sparky's going with the better of our rupee caves.
Yeah, the only thing is we didn't have close access to. Anyway, we have Darkwing fluting to 8. He's going to make the ice play. Wait, hang on. Not so fast, my friend.
Okay,
Remember,
this has to be the pod play. And I think this is the smart play to make. Like, no, actually, Orange, I think, yeah, I think DJ picked up their Bombos medallion. They should have it because they went to Eastern.
No, he didn't. Wait, yes, he did.
Yeah.
He has Bombos.
Yep.
But yeah, Darkwing is taking a shorter route back to Pod, not going to Swamp.
I mean, I think realistically it's a good move. You know, if you go to Swamp, you got one item right now. Just that bombable wall chest. If you go to Ice, you're also kind of, 3 items max, but unlikely to get all 3. And Pod, you can clear everything at this point without the hammer besides Helmasaur.
And we will get more checks because he actually has a bow. Sparky didn't have the bow and he keylocked himself.
For Zeta, actually, you can get the bombable wall chest. After that, everything else is hammer locked. So you always have that one check.
And we don't have Candace and Maria.
Exactly. That's a really tough call to make for anybody in any seed. Checking that one item. But I will agree that, Plando, all your normal, like, common sense, I guess, goes out the window. You start second guessing, you start game planning in your mind at, what's my opponent doing? What were there to? So, you start looking for logical chains, or at least this is how I would think about it, of if I'm given two picks, what am I going to try to build as this little chain of logic to give me an advantage?
Sparky's going in the Swamp.
Okay. So we've got that divergence. We'll see which one pays off.
As we're going to get the 2 checks that Sparky wasn't able to get in Pod. And actually more than that, because we'll get a key. Hey, I called it. He got a key. Darkwing got a key.
Hey, we got 2 keys. And where was that bow?
I want to say Bo was in Mars Shed. Or was this goal was? It was in...
And there's the hammer. Wow.
Oh my word. Hammer, hammer, hammer in the bomb chest.
Yeah, that gives that feeling of definitely being a plant. That's one of those. Either the seed, the randomizer was evil today, or that, yeah, plant, please.
Who is so evil? I mean, I would love it to actually be randoed in. That'd be fun. But who?
We got 2 keys in the basement there of the pod, the rupee basement. So that means the Harmless Hellway is actually going to have an item today.
That'd be fun if it's a shot. It's a map.
But DJ Darkwing's going to finish up their checks of pod.
I saw that he got the map. Has he already gotten the compass? No, he has not. So we are still looking for compass and one more item. And that's all the items out of pod. Pod was nothing really.
Yeah, I'll agree that that hammer definitely is more likely either audience or booth pick. Just because if you were a runner, that's first pick. You know, you go there knowing it's an advantage.
Oh no. And Darkwing's going further away from there.
And unfortunately, I feel like that could also happen with having the boots now that Mire is open.
Oh, and that Bombos gives us logical access into ice, which we knew already, but oof. We at least have boots that makes the ice floors a little bit better.
But we've got one check left now in Swamp. And Darkwing is putting use to that Bombos medallion. Take care of our gators.
Yeah, I do not blame him there. And sending out for an IPBJ is Darkwing.
I'm hoping whatever they're, is necessary, they get out of this dungeon, because it would really stink to have to do that whole Ice Palace trip again.
Oh, we have one more check in Swamp. That was the big key. All right, let's see. Let's see what's in the big chest. What is bombs? Ah.
So we are out of Swamp for now. So really, at this point, Sparky needs to go to Mire Shed, get that bow, so they can take out Eastern and Pod. But I think, I don't know. I gotta say that at this point, I think progression's going to be on Death Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, Sparky does have a whole new world opened up to him right now.
And it looks like that's where they're going to go. Maybe? And yes, we've all been spoiled by Icebreaker.
Yeah, no, it's something I need to relearn, because if you don't practice it, you lose it. But yeah, I believe that's a first try Icebreaker or IPBJ by Darkwing.
I think all DJ has left is to check out Ice Tea Room.
I believe that is correct. Oof. And Sparky, still no boots on him. So he's taking a long walk up the mountain.
We're going to get Spiral Cave. And unfortunately, without that, without those boots, we're also in, Question is about Hookshot Cave. We can't even check anything there. At least with the boots, we would have been able to check that first chest.
Oh no, Darkwing just caught the. Oh dear, Darkwing got big key, so he's got to loop back around.
So we're going to bomb jump over that little pit there. But yes, as GFE pointed out, Ped has to be dead at this point. The only item we said that could have been there was the hook shot, and based on the item placement, or the key placement for that dungeon, we needed the hook shot. But we're getting the Paradox Cave now.
Oh, that was cold. And more goo. So we got an ice shard and blue goo out of Paradox Cave top. Or bottle. Or whatever it is in Paradox Cave.
The room with the 5 chests.
Now, I am surprised that Sparky is not going up to open up the T-Rock portal just so he doesn't have to worry about all those push blocks.
Yeah, I find, you know, how you route your East Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain checks can be interesting. I think it was, you know, reasonable to say go take Spiral Cave down, but I found that when you have mirror and mitts, a good way to kind of double dip everything or do everything quicker is you grab that Dark Death Mountain portal at the bottom, and then just mirror between Light and Dark Death Mountain at the entrance to, oh, and hey, we got Red Cane.
I'm not going to do it.
That's
I'm not going to do it.
That's just bad. That's not good.
That's got to be Kane! Shout out to Phantom Ryu.
And we're not locked out of TR. Are we going to get a TR dip without Fire Rod? We might.
Could Fire Rod be the first check? I mean, that is...
Fire Rod in TR is a very trolly location. You can it can technically be anywhere but that first room or Trinex. Key layout for TR really is going to decide how this goes. Boots were
Skullwoods.
right.
In the pinball room, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, we missed it, but DJ Darkwing did get their hammer. They are in Swamp Palace, and they're going to check everything out there.
Yeah, and Sparky got locked out. There's just a compass in that chest.
I think they're going to go do Spike Cave now.
It is in play. He doesn't have protection, I don't think. But it is in play.
They've got a couple of bottles of blue goo, or yeah, 2 bottles of blue goo.
2 balls of blue goo. And did he get that fairy in a bottle? Yeah, he got that fairy in a bottle as well. So he's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, it's not in logic technically for evil, but you know, we know it is in logic just based on the fact that we do have Blue Cane out there at this point. And wow. Fire Rod. So I guess at this point we are Hookshot from no mode.
That was a smoking location for that.
I don't know. I don't think that's, at least that's not a plant from Sparky. Because there's no way they would have gone and done that after checking first chest of TR. But yeah, at this point, you go clear Skull. They need to go check out the Mire Shed for that bow, so they can go clear Eastern and Pod. But yeah, after that, it's a hookshot hunt.
So our options can be hookshot, might be on moth, possible.
Yeah, we still have one item left in Skull Woods. So it could be either that under bridge chest or on Moth. I think you kill Moth first at this point, just because it's a required dungeon. And I believe the Mire medallion was Bombos. I didn't get a great look at it.
I want to say it was Bombos.
But yeah, in terms of options or what we have left, TR is now full clearable. We've got 2 items in Mire. We have the 1 item here in Skull Woods. We do have. Were we out of items left in Pod?
Yes, we're out of items in Pod.
So I think that's everything. Oh, we've also got hammer pegs. We've got the first chest and hookshot. I don't know if I'm missing much at this point.
Because we've already checked both tablets. Dude, charging up that spin is not going to work unless you're just using it to line up fire rod shots. With that tempered sword.
Yeah, unfortunately, a really common way to do the start of that fight is to dash into Moth to kind of see if you can force it away from the wall. But there is our there's our second item. But I think they're gonna probably check the one under the bridge first.
Oh yeah, because Sparky went straight to the back.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is that they're gonna get boots last at this point. I think routing wise for Skull at this point, they're gonna have to do, they're gonna go get this, and then they're gonna go from there to the front, and probably, unless for some reason they skip the big chest, it'll be the last location in Skull for the boots.
I didn't see. Does he have a key? Yes, he does. So he could skip that he could skip big key chest.
Yeah, but I'm guessing, first check's going to be that one on the right side coming in. Going to get the big key immediately because that was big key. So right now they're really just retracing each other's steps. In terms of progression, DJ needs to go and check out Spike Cave, and Sparky needs to get to Mire Shed.
That's a nice health refill there for Darkwing as he is getting ready to bomb jump and fall.
I don't know why they're going for it, or unless they're definitely trying to get the way you were saying to do the TR portal.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Just because I like it. I like it better. Just a little bit not far enough.
Yeah, and usually I find that a general rule of thumb is people give it about 2 tries before they just say nope and just climb the traditional way.
But going that way, it saves you from having to do the push blocks going up, going down. Instead of you can just walk straight into Super Bunny Cave and get the 2 chests in there.
I think Sparky forgot to check the pinball room.
That is what it's looking like.
Please remember to go back.
Could have just used the key there. But I think it's going to drop. Nope.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This could really be kind of a turning point. And we've got Darkwing checking Hookshot Cave for that first chest. This could be huge. Oh man. Okay. Boots were not required for Hookshot Cave, but that could still come back soon. Just keep that in mind as we head towards, that 7th crystal and possible GT torch. And even if not required, every minute that you don't have those boots is a lot of lost time.
And we're getting a hammer pegs check. And just some love in there.
And yeah, Dark Shadow, I wonder if that's kind of what the thought was, is that logically speaking, that was almost always a small key. So that could be part of the problem, is that, a lot of people think of it that way. But with what we have left, if I think for Sparky, they're going to get their bow here and they're going to go do Eastern and Pod. And then they're going to be in a hookshot hunt solely. I'm kind of concerned that, if TR does not have hookshot, hookshot's going to be in Mire. And it'll be a long time before they go there.
Darkwing, instead of saving and quitting, he's gonna mirror out and flute.
Maybe they're going into TR? This feels very deliberate.
Yeah, it is possible.
At this point, you have Pod and Skullwoods you can clear. And to go do TR kind of feels like they might know that
we already
hookshot is there.
Yeah, and we already know that there's nothing left in Pod.
Although the question is then, if they, why did they continue through Ice Palace when it became clear that it was probably hookshot locked? Tough to say.
We have chat saying that we might have a hookshot plant, which
Yeah.
I would not. I actually, if this is hookshot in here, especially if it's in the torch room, oh my word, that'd be beautiful. Because as speedrunners, we like to do things as quick as possible, and not having hookshot kind of delays that speed. So if hookshot's in here, I would love it.
Oh, yeah, I see what everybody's saying. Yeah, if one of the other items they needed to get into TR and do TR stuff was there, then yeah, I guess doing everything else in Ice Palace made sense.
Yeah, I think him looking at Ice Palace was looking for a hammer.
Or even Fire Rod, unless they placed that Fire Rod.
But that was a late Fire Rod get for Darkwing. He could have had it a while ago.
Was it?
He just now got it.
No, I understand. I'm just saying, like, the between that wasn't too far after they got their hammer.
Because he got hammer with through swamp.
And then I think DJ kind of went straight up to here, to the mountain. Yeah, I haven't figured out what DJ must have placed at this point.
I am not sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that tells me, like, anything was a plant. Except for maybe this hook shot.
Skipping the big key chest. Just stealing the key from the Pokey and going on. It could be a Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave would also be a good location. Uh-oh, getting bullied by those laser eyes.
Yeah, those laser eyes can be evil. Especially in, Crossworld. Or entrance. Whatever. Wherever switches to doors. Entrances. Entrance random, there we go.
So yeah, they're skipping Mimic Cave. They know where it is.
Last chest laser bridge.
That or Trinex, I'm getting the feeling. But yeah, skipping Mimic Caves tells me they know it. They know hook shots in here. And it seems like they're looking for a key. So that tells me that they probably did place it on Trinex rather than just placing it on Laser Bridge. Yeah, if it was just Laser Bridge, they would have stopped checking chests. But given the checking of chests for what is likely a small key, this is all about the Trinex play.
Almost definitely. And did Darkwing just mess himself up and have to mirror out to get a key?
No, I don't think so, because they did. They checked the big chest. That's the only worry is if you skip that one.
Okay, he's got a key. And straight up, that's a plan.
Yeah, if you're doing Go Mode TR, one of the opportunities you have for skipping is that big chest, but it is a bit of a risk. You can decide to skip that big chest, but if it has a small key and Laser Bridge doesn't have one, you can kind of, screw yourself in a sense. You have to go back for it.
Well, how the turntables.
So there goes the fire head. Now we're working on that ice head. Unfortunately, it does get some ice on the floor, but shouldn't be any trouble with Tempered Sword. Uh-oh. Please tell me you've got a blue... Okay, still had enough. Whew.
I think he still has that fairy too, so he can tank a couple of hits.
Well, I was more worried about the magic, because that was the last fire rod shot there. Almost went for that Trinex quick kill. Unfortunately, it was just a little too far off to the left to get the double spin in there, but still a good, clean Trinex kill. And I think we're going to get that. Yep, there we go. There is that hook shot. So that will put DJ Darkwing in Go Mode at 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Shortener's Go Mode. We don't.
No. What?
He has to have Kane, and we don't know.
Yeah, he does. He has to have Kane to have done TR.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's just not marked.
Yeah.
I am
Maria for DJ.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, Tracker has Go Mode now. I am sleepy.
So yeah, we just have Pod, Skull Woods, and Swamp left for DJ Darkwing, and then they can head up to GT. And unfortunately, given what EvilSparky has, I don't know, when they're going to... I would hope that after they clear Eastern, they're going to kind of realize they got to go do TR, but at the same time, I don't know how well they are versed in key logic, and they might go for the Ice Palace clear.
Yeah. To be honest, I would do Ice Palace before I would do TR, just because, TR takes a long time to get to.
Yeah, and at this point, who wouldn't go, well, I've got Cane of Samaria. Cane of Samaria is in, Icebreaker, Ice Palace is quick. So it's going to be very tempting at this point.
Yeah, DJ looks like he's on the mission right now, getting pod done. Oh my word!
Yep, and they're not even going to check. Yeah, they're not even going to check the Dark Maze at this point. They've got everything, or at least everything they need.
Well, Darkwing's been in here before. He got everything up to this point.
Oh right, sorry, that was Sparky who came in without the bow. Oh wait, was it?
Yeah, Darkwing was able to get all the stuff in here earlier because he had bow already.
We've had a lot of trips into pod.
Yes, we have.
Coming up on that turtle room. Hopefully those... the one negative about sword beams in this dungeon.
Oh, Darkwing took an intentional hit and still had the sword beams because he has red mail. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, I think we're kind of sure that Sparky placed that Moon Pearl and probably the Titan's Mitts. We're guessing DJ placed that hook shot at this point, but I'm not sure what their other plant might have been.
Got me.
And then we think at least either one of the other plants was that hammer, but I don't know if we've seen anything else that was likely a plant. That's an interesting theory. Ken and Orange both guessing the making TR a pendant.
That is interesting there. I do like that idea. Because it would make it very averse for people to go there if you don't know that's where the hookshot is.
Oh, hammer, flute, hookshot, and fire rod could have all been plants.
I mean, we definitely know that flute could be because it was buried underground, so we tried to grow something with it.
Yeah, and they did go after that pretty quickly, so...
All right, so we're gonna have Swamp done pretty quickly here. We have Sparky going into ice. Oh
yeah,
dear.
that was our one big concern, and that's... It's a tough call. I mean, we were talking about it, as we said earlier. You've got climb the mountain into TR or go through an icebreaker, hopefully Ice Palace.
Yeah, and another bad thing, he doesn't have boots, so he's going to be sliding everywhere on the ice.
Yeah, there is no good way to get around this dungeon. No hook shot, no boots.
You seriously hate to see it.
Yeah.
Especially now that we know where everything is. Everything important, that is. So we're going to get it first today.
I
could be our first arbor down.
Sparky doesn't appear to know Icebreaker, actually.
We're going to get another IPBJ?
Okay. Unfortunately, that's going to cost some time. But yeah, we're getting the diver down now. From DJ Darkwing. Pulled off excellently with the Cane of Samaria. Just doing a few extra checks, seeing if maybe they can get the...
He hasn't killed the key.
Yep.
There we go. I think Darkwing's looking for silvers.
Yeah, silvers or butter, probably. And really, those 3 checks are in the way. Doing diver down, you're going to be at the flooded chest. Or the 2 flooded chests. And that waterfall check is really easy to go do.
Yeah, we had another beautiful diver down from Sparky. It's like he practiced it or something.
Yeah, good bomb jump there for sure. And we are coming up on Argus.
So after this, Darkwing just has to beat Skullwoods.
Yep.
And we're climbing a mountain. Do you climb to a tower?
Yeah, I think there's some game of guessing that people like to do or something. I don't know
about that yet. Let's not talk about that yet. We have one more crystal to get.
But down goes Argus. Always nice when you can do Argus with Tempered Sword. No worries about a menu simulator or anything like that.
Sparky missing the bomb jump. That one's a little bit harder to get than the one going the way Darkwing did. But I'm pretty sure Sparky's got this.
Hopefully, Sparky realizes to go up to Turtle Rock next. But as we said, it's right now the difficulty here is not just the hook shot, it's also boots. Even if boots aren't required for this seed, it's just the ability to dash that will make a huge difference throughout.
Yeah, that's a lot of time spent walking compared to dashing, and even hook shot. Hook shot also saves time.
Yeah, I mean, you watch somebody who knows what they're doing with a hook shot, and that can be, there's an art to knowing which trees, blocks, pots, knowing where all that is can save a lot of time.
Plus, you just feel like Spider-Man.
Sparky, what are you doing? Are you gonna bomb jump the jelly room?
This is gonna be fun if he can.
With how clean that Ice Palace bomb jump was, I think they've got it. This one's not easy. But I'm kind of surprised because if this is hookshot go mode for them and they're not realizing it, this is an extra check that's out of logic by far. Yeah, this just feels like a not the right way to be going about it. It feels out of the way.
Yeah, and Darkwing finishing off Moth, and that, I believe, is indeed his 7th crystal. So, Rackle, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is?
I think so. I think there's like 22 locations in this tower owned by this dark evil pig. And there's a big key in one of them. Where do you think this big key is going to be?
I usually say check number 6.
Now, when you say 6, what side are we going here?
We're going to Hope Room Key. Hope Room Key.
So you're a right side kind of person.
I am right, so.
Oh, but before we head up the mountain, we are getting a quick refill. I think this is a good chance for this, just in case you don't find those silvers. You kind of want to be a little bit safe. So 2 blue goos and a fairy is a good setup for this. I don't know. I'm a left side person. You check Hope Room and then you go straight left. I know that's risky, but that's kind of where I like to go first. So, I like seeing Rando Room come up a lot.
Rando Room is a fun room. You know what's even more fun?
Tile Room?
Tile Room.
Tile Room capeless, too.
Oh, it'd be so fun if that's, a plant is Big Key and Tile Room. And we do have Sparky going up finally to T-Rock.
So that will put them into boots mode, I guess we'll call it.
We'll know if we're in full gun mode once Darkwing gets into into GT. So once Darkwing enters GT, we'll stop the count. All right, and we have crystals rotating. Oh, to have the stairs to the tower descend so that we can go up and fight some wizards.
And maybe Moldorm can get some revenge. Moldorm's got a little beat up today.
Actually, all three of our light workout bosses got a little bit beat up today. And one is arrow 2. Ooh, we're going to have to go left side because there is not a key. I gotta sing this from Chloe. And he's climbing the stairway to Ganon.
So we know that boots was not necessary, by the way. Unfortunately, the torch was nothing today. It's number 6 and number 7, the mushroom.
We
It
know
looks like they're going to continue on that left side play.
I was going to say that we know it's not in Tall Room because he would have mirrored back already if Darkwing planted it there. We have a bug net. That's safety.
Yeah, I think for DJ, it's the hook shot and either the pendant or putting the flute on dig spot.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me for Darkwing to do that. Now, I'm curious if Sparky's gonna. Oh wait, we're going to see what's on the lava chest.
Reasonable, at least for them. I think this is a guaranteed small key. Yep.
Darkwing increasing his bonk counter as we enter Rando Room.
10.
11 is arrows. 12 is a cape. There we go. And 13 is $20.
Cape's always nice for Ganon. I personally prefer that. Always for that Ganon fight.
Yeah, especially if you can get under him against the wall and just spin. Or if you don't want to waste magic, just keep slashing at him.
Ooh, so close in that bonk. Unfortunately, just a little bit too low. And then immediately got warped up.
All right. Everyone say hi to Bob when we get in there.
We're getting a Mimic. Oh, wait. Did we get Mimic Cave or was that a skip?
I think we skipped it. Hi, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
And now for everyone's favorite fight, Ice Armos. Will we get some Tokyo Arrow Drift right here? Probably not.
That's a pretty clean Ice Armos for sure. We're down to these last 3 checks, 15, 16, and 17. And unfortunately, no.
We are going left side, people.
Now, at this point, do you gamble just doing Tile Room?
I may actually, just cause, as we know, this is Plando. And we did just get the cape in GT. Might as well just go ahead and gamble it.
Apparently not, though, this time. I think part of it is, you kind of are doing that mental arithmetic, just going, okay, what do I believe was a plant today? Is that everybody's plants or is there one still left? Oh, just missed on the torch timing. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to get it this time. It's going to be close with having to use the lamp. Okay.
There we go. We got it. No, I think for Sparky's sake, that might have been a better that he fell there than if he were to try and climb back up. And there it is.
That was 18.
That's check number 18.
Looks like our closest guess would have been a GFE today. Unless we play by, closest without going over, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah. GFE, the self-proclaimed winner. GFE, you will win, your usual pack of rando seeds that you can actually, if you collect enough rando seeds, you can actually plant your own items in your own dungeon someday.
Uh-oh, this Trinex fight is going a little off the rails. I think Sparky still has a blue potion. Yeah, good. Ooh.
That was some depth dodging right there.
And Mimic 2 was giving DJ Darkwing a little bit of trouble there. Those red Mimics are not fun with BMO statues in there.
No, it's not. Oh, my word, no, it's not. Did DJ use one of his potions?
Yes. Right after they killed that second Mimic, they actually used the first.
I'm surprised that he didn't try to catch a fairy, but he can always... Well, no, he can't. He can't powder anything because he has no powder. I don't think.
Yeah, and they skipped the safety room.
Yeah, but he shouldn't need it. He's got red mail, lots of hearts, and temperate sword. He should be fine.
Yeah, I would think so. I wonder if part of it is, how comfortable do they feel in their tempered silverless fight? Especially given without powder, they're not going to get another health refill.
He does have mushroom, so he could fake powder.
That is an option.
That's, if he wants to.
Just one more Landmo to go for Landmo 2.
And now for the most satisfying rooms of the games, the Stalfos rooms. This is so zen. It's so zen.
Yes, the Wizrobe rooms are just always a lot of fun.
Yeah,
You pull that off. That's like one of the first things when you start learning rando. You see people do it, and you're like, "That's got to be such a cool thing." And then you learn it yourself, and you're like, "This is surprisingly easy to pull off." Man, it's a great strategy.
Wizrobes and Kane and Samaria. It's like I said, it's so zen. It's like you've just climbed so many floors of this ruling tower. You've gone into so many dungeons. Here, let me give you like some rest here.
Now, I will say the other half of this floor of GT is terrible without boots.
Oh, that's so true.
That's a new strategy I haven't seen. The bonk over the gap.
Yeah, he learned that from somebody. I don't know who it was, but Darkwing just claims that he learned that from somebody and attributed it to him always for some reason.
I don't know if it's quicker, but it looks neat. Checking chest. I think they're still looking for those silvers, but I don't think we're going to see them today.
One more slash, but he's going for the spin, and we're about to. Oh no, Fight a wizard again. We've already seen him once before. We're gonna fight Aghanim again, and getting a burrito to fill his stomach, not his heart, but just his stomach before we go fight this wizard again.
And this is the other room that definitely benefits from the boots in GT. Like, you ever go through Mini Helma without a boot setup?
Yeah, I usually have the cape at that point. Just like, oh, I'm gonna cape and just dash. Ooh, that was not a good setup. A little bit better here. That's how Sparky going through his Argus fight. Ooh, that was a good double. Sparky beating Argus. And we'll believe that is actually his 7th crystal.
Yes, I believe they did complete Eastern earlier, so that should be number 7.
All right, and we have killed a wizard. And getting that bonk counter up. Let's go.
Not the worst Aga 2 patterns. For anybody learning Aga 2, just grind that fight out and just learn, how to place yourself, because save a lot of time minimizing your Aga 2 cycles. And what fact does Ganon have for us today? Yes, the good old hot air balloon.
Yeah. What's your favorite Ganon? Your favorite Ganon?
I think the one I've seen the most usually is the cheese one. I think the cheese one's pretty good.
Me, I love bacon. That's my favorite one.
Or, you know what? Maybe it's the fridge. And the midnight snack.
That is true. I mean, if you're not meant to have a midnight snack, then why does the fridge have a lot,
Yeah. So we're done with phase 2. We're on to phase 3. So for those first 2 phases, it was just 12 swings with the Tempered Sword. We got 1 slash for each of phase 4, and then we will need 12 spins. And Light World. Ooh, what did we miss? Uh-oh.
And Darkwing misses.
Oh, no. Ooh, this is going to be a hard one. Was Pet really the only thing we missed in Light World?
Does Mimic Cake count as Light World?
And does Green Pendant? So I guess those are the only options we've got left?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, right. Orange corrected me there. Yeah, it's Death Mountain. I forgot. Death Mountain is technically a unique set in the Light World checks. Whereas Dark World, Dark Death Mountain counts as Dark World. Light World actually has a separation between lower and upper. But this is going pretty smooth. Getting doubles for the coming close for the doubles. I think they need to get like a dash over to the second torch to really ensure their double hits. So it's becoming a lot more singles. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't blame Darkwing for wanting to take it this low, just because yeah, I don't want to fall and think that my opponent is like right on my tail.
Oof. Those fire bats are not fun. You get touched by one of those, you're going flying, and unfortunately, not the direction you want to go.
Oh, that's true. We never did do mushroom check either, which Darkwing has the mushroom. And there we have made bacon.
So get your GGs in chat for DJ Darkwing, who just has to cross this bridge, and then we'll be done.
That's the hardest bridge in the game, and there he goes, cross it with an official race time GG time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. GG to DJ Darkwing D. And it does look like Sparky is continuing on.
Yes, it appears so. Can't blame him. I mean, you're this close at this point. I think you want to finish out a seed. See what you can do. Get some extra practice for that GT climb.
Indeed. Oh my word, that was a good race.
Yeah, great placements.
I cannot wait to see who put what where. We have to wait till everybody's in here. Shh, it's a secret to everyone.
Even us.
Well, Sparky's finished up his GT climb. Again, give these two runners a shout out. DJ Darkwing D and EvilSparky1. Oh my word. To not only run one of these seeds, but to have you put stuff and your opponent put stuff, trying to outsmart each other. That's a task, I must say. And also, again, shout out to our backstage crew. We have the Campbell Krubo restream. We have Link to the Past Ken tracking, and there we go. We have Bacon, who is our seed roller, Dark Shadow, who is our right man, and of course my fellow commentator, Radical Sniper, doing such an amazing job on the comms with me.
It has been a pleasure to work with you today, Mocha. So we're coming through those credits. We'll get to see if maybe that was a pedestal for those silvers. Unfortunately, I don't know if we've got our audience member pick in the booth today. Because our audience pick was through Sailor Nep.
Yes, Sailor Nep was our audience pick. We have Darkwing in the raiding room. We want to talk if he wants to. Whatever.
I think we've got. There's a good amount. There's still a decent amount of time, so we could pull in DJ to talk for a bit.
Yeah, you should totally ask him about the torch strat in GT. Oh, we got some Tokyo Aerodrift going on. I love the Tokyo Aerodrift.
Unfortunately, Sparky is getting the news that yes, it was a right side big key.
It will be a great plant, but this will require 3 items, of course. Just item 1, item 2 in those 2 chests in the hope room, and the big key as it is right now. Like, that'd be a great plant. Or even Kana Samaria in Ice Armos and big key in that chest.
There are many ways, like that third item for plants would just make evil everything. 2 can be bad enough at times, but you give somebody a third item and just, go ballistic on what you can do.
Just imagine if you had the ability to place like 6 items.
Yeah, that's... I don't want to have that kind of power and responsibility in my life. Unless maybe somebody was asking for the worst possible seat ever.
Amana made one. That's pretty bad. Sparky doing bomb strats there.
Maybe trying to just conserve a little bit of magic?
I think so.
But they got their big key, and now are moving up to that Ganon Tower climb.
I really hope he switches off. There he goes. Switch off that mirror. That's right. We don't need to start back at the beginning. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to either.
They're going to have to grab some arrows, unfortunately. But they're getting bullied by those, by the Beamos. I think they'll probably... Oh, I was about to say they should take the safety room, but without boots, that might be a little bit more difficult to pull off today.
Just a little bit, unless... No, can you even bomb jump that?
I believe you can, and given how clean their bomb jumps have been today, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it.
Yeah, it's like... Sparky has been amazing with the bomb jumps. Dark Shadows, Darkwing is in the waiting room.
Yeah, I think I'm going to let them know that they can come join us. Oh, wait. There they are. And hello to DJ Darkwing. GG.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't know that I could just come in. I thought I'd be pulled in. And
yeah, no worries.
Go shred the
we were kind of just going and talking about stuff, and we were like, oh, we should probably send you the invite.
Yes, thank you for the GGs. That was a fun scene.
Yes, it was, and I believe Radical Sniper has a question for you about the torch room.
Oh,
yeah, top of GT.
Just wants me to say because I call it the Mocha jump. That's all.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize this was some self-referential talk about somebody teaching this move.
Yeah, he did it. I forget. He doesn't even remember who he got it from. I saw him do it and went, oh yeah, I kind of like that. And I started doing it. And just started calling it the Mocha Bonk because I learned it from Mocha.
No, that's a good idea at times, just because of I've definitely been knocked off by a fireball before.
I haven't. I just like the swag.
I mean, when you're at the end of a run, why not make it a little bit swag?
Yeah, pretty much.
So Sparky is on their Landmo 2 fight right now. They actually have quite a few bottles left, so they've got some safety right now.
Yeah, he decided to use that red goo, which I completely agree with.
Now this is going to show kind of that difference that we were talking about with without the boots. So the Wizrow brooms going to be the same, but unfortunately the two bridges with the guards, not nearly as easy to get past.
But Sparky does have a cape, so the kid just walk straight through. Either that or equip the use of cane. Or a hook shot. That also works.
So I'll just say, DJ, we haven't gone through the actual reveal of the plants yet. We've been speculating for quite a bit today.
Yep.
About all the all the fun ones.
I have some questions about a few as well, because I think there were more things that could be viewed as plants than we could have actually placed.
Yeah, we'll talk about them when Sparky gets done, but the ones we had discussed were, let's see. Early on, we had noticed Titan's mitts we thought were a little suspect on Hobo.
Yeah.
We thought the Moon Pearl, the hammer,
Hobo? I'll
the hook shot.
but I don't think the hobo was actually a plant.
Fair enough. I think what kind of sold us on it at the time was Sparky kind of like darted to Hobo as soon as they got flippers. And I don't know if that's a routing decision or plant at that point. So that's kind of what had us curious.
You know what? That does make sense. Once Sparky is in here, I'll give my thoughts on that. But yeah, my thought is I don't think that was a plant.
We thought the flute might have been. That was a vanilla flute is always a surprise.
Was JTN the audience plant?
No. Audience plant was Sailor Nap, and I have not seen them here today.
You know what? I just see something in the dig spot and immediately think it's JTN, because all I hear is, man, he loves putting stuff in the dig spot.
That is what I hear as well.
But yeah, there were a lot of trolley locations for this seed.
That's one thing that I've noticed in some of the seeds is there's a lot of stuff that, we're trolling each other. Which I'm pretty sure I know what Sparky's 2 picks were. But at the same time, the seed itself has thrown some really crazy curveballs. A good example is my race Wednesday night. My opponent put the hook shot in the dig spot. The game put the shovel in left side swamp.
Oh.
That was the thing of beauty. I watched that race. It's like, oh my word.
Yeah, there were quite a few in that one where me and my opponent were talking afterwards, and the commentators, and just we're trying to go over everything, and we're like, no, that was neither of us.
So even in Plando, rando gonna rando.
Like, for real, the seeds themselves are trollier than every single one of the racers.
Stranger than fiction at times.
As we have Sparky dropping into their get-in fight.
Yep. I will say, I think part of that is when you get 6 items placed and everybody tries to be extra clever about their picks, the game only has so much it can do at that point.
That is a good point. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I think, without saying too much, that's one of the reasons why I think the Under the Bridge, the hobo was not a plant.
I was gonna say that was a nice placement by Sparky with where they're positioned.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't go for the spins overhead on the start of phase 2, but still really well placed for the getting through phase 2. So just working through phase 3 right now. Got 3 hits, and there's number 4.
And did you find the arrows in the light world?
I'm pretty sure the only places that could have been, looking at what's left on my map tracker, is the mushroom or powder.
And I will say that I did get some confirmation from Bacon, and I will reveal which one of those it is.
Oh, okay. Also, the other thing possibly could have been the pedestal.
I didn't actually look at the pedestal.
Pedestal was just cash. It was
okay. I didn't know if if they checked it, or I wasn't watching the end of my screen, so didn't catch that.
Yeah, we were surprised neither of you actually made the pedestal check early on, but I guess we'll kind of not surprised based on some things that we were thinking, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, by the time that I kind of started thinking maybe I should check pedestal, because it took me a minute to go into Skull Woods. By the time I thought to go check pedestal, I looked at the items and went, realistically, it cannot be anything I need for go mode, except for if I needed Quake for Turtle Rock. Or actually, no, couldn't have been.
All right, and we did just have EvilSparky make some more bacon, and as soon as they cross that bridge, we will say that EvilSparky has finished with a time of 2 hours, 19 minutes, 26 seconds. Put your GGs in chat.
And then we will try to get EvilSparky in here and go over some spoilers or some Plando. Because we got 6 items.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out who, what, where.
I think the only one we don't know at this point is the audience pick.
That's the only one I don't know, and it could be one of two things.
So, but I see that we are joined now in the chat by EvilSparky. GG.
Sparky.
GG's.
So, what did you think of that one?
Like the end said, well, that was no, it was fun. Definitely made some choices and went with them, and it was not too bad.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over just our audience pick from Sailor Nep was actually powder, vanilla powder.
Vanilla powder, wow.
Yes, Bacon sent me confirmation that Sailor Nep had selected powder on Witch's Hut, and that the silver arrows were actually Magic Bat.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
Interesting.
they were very much out of the way given that mushroom location in GT. So that takes that one out of the way. I will now also say that the pick from comm side of things, we were terrible too. I apologize. That was me. Hammer in Swamp.
Ah, nice.
I honestly thought that was Mocha, to be honest, because I was like, that's something terrible he'd do to me.
Well, to be honest,
It was-
Mocha had suggested our first location, but we got logic bombed for that one.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say what it was because I want to see someone else use it at some point. But yeah, we made y'all look everywhere for Hammer right there.
I mean, I figured it was going to be either in Ice or in Swamp, and because you had to take that big loop around, which is why I went to Ice first instead of checking Swamp. Sparky, can I speculate on what yours were, Sparky?
Of course.
The lamp and the moon pearl.
That was exactly right. Exactly right. I figured if I could get a good head start, that would at least help a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of read where that one was going, and I kind of hesitated a little bit because like I started to go up there and went, you know what? Maybe let's go check like Saha's closet first or something. And there was nothing there. I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure Sparky put the moon pearl up on the pedestal, or not the pedestal, on the pyramid.
Yeah, it's good. Did you put the hook shot on Trinex, or is that the Seeds doing?
That was me.
Nice. Yeah, I went to Ice to try to fish it out there, and I was like, okay, well, no, because I already went up the mountain like 3-4 times that seed, so I was like, I don't want to go back up unless I have to.
Yeah, I think thankfully I only went like twice. The other one that I did was I made Swamp a 5/6, so that would completely kill putting Hammer inside the pyramid, or it would also make you have to go do Turtle Rock and then come back. So it might make you wait a little bit longer to go to Turtle Rock. And then the seed was just kind of extra nice to me and made it a pendant.
Nice. What was your other pick?
It was the 5.6 at Swamp and the hook shot.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
So, Sniper. Now that we've revealed all that, so my reasoning with we were talking about they thought maybe the hobo having a glove was the plant, because of where you guys put the hammer. That was just the seed saying, well, I got to put it somewhere because that's how we get in and out of the dark world.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, because at that point, given you placing the hook shot, we were definitely very much, there was only one way to make everything work.
Now, I must ask y'all, did either one of y'all think that fire rod placement was a plant?
That
Just
was
cause
sucked.
It felt very planted as I got it.
And the flute. Anybody think
Yeah.
that was a plant? Like,
Yeah, the vanilla flute. It was like, okay, who put this here? That was good.
Yeah, like there were a few. I honestly, at the end, because I knew where hookshot was, I got super lucky that when I went up the mountain, ended up getting Samaria, got Ice Rod, decided to check, Spike Cave, and ended up getting the Fire Rod, and immediately I knew I was in go mode. So I kind of lucked out a bit on this seed as well.
Yeah, and we were kind of, from our perspective in comms, it was exactly that. We noticed your routing in GT or in TR was like, no, you're skipping, you're go moding TR right now. Like, you are playing this as go mode TR, so you know where it is. Because you also have Mimic Cave.
Yeah, who wants to go to the back of, Pendant TR? I just got lucky that the seed made it a pendant.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Threw me off the scent.
I honestly thought that you made TR pendant as one of your plants.
Nope, that one, because I had actually mentioned this one to you. I'm sure he's mentioned it. Me and Mocha are real life friends. Before he decided to do commentary for the tournament, I kind of crowdsourced some things. Hey, what do you think about this and this? And that one I had actually thrown by him. So I thought you actually knew what I had done, Mocha.
Yeah, I can't remember if you made the 5.6 crystal or the pendant, cause we had talked about both of them. But yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Either way, those are some great defense. Those are good defensive placements, just to force certain ways. So, is this first matches or second matches for each of you, or
First match.
Yeah, this is our first match together. My second match total.
okay? Either of you have a next one on the books scheduled, or
My next race is the reschedule from yesterday. We had a couple of technical issues, so we couldn't do the race. We rescheduled it for next Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's me versus Antisim, and we're doing standard Sword Assured Enemizer.
okay? Full or just boss, or
Full on Enemizer, and hopefully Escape is a little bit kinder to both of us. Escape took us about 10 minutes yesterday before we got to the end, and stuff happened and we had to cancel the seat, but we both died multiple times, and there were Lionels everywhere and spikes. It was hell.
that sounds like a standard Enemizer Escape. And how about you, EvilSparky? Any scheduled right now?
I had one on the books. It got rescheduled. TBD. But yeah, so just look out for that, I suppose.
Okay. And I guess, Mocha, do you want to close this out?
Yeah, as you can see, the schedule is up. We do have one later tonight. The 6 o'clock one got canceled. Between Incredible and Professor Render. So tune into that. What channel is that going to be on? Let's see.
Let me check real quick on the schedule.
That one will be
On main. So on this channel right here.
So 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Come back here for more Plando. Remember, even in Plando, Rando gonna Rando. And a big shout out to these runners again for trolling not just each other, but sometimes themselves. And also, again, shout out to the crew. Thank you again, Radical Sniper, for commentating with me. Link to the past Ken's a clicky person. Restreamer is Cannonball Karibo. And our amazing seat rollers, Bacon 1207, and our admin is Dark Shadow 59. And with that, thank you for coming by. Like I said, we have a match at 9 o'clock tonight, so hopefully we will see y'all there. And until next time, peace out.